Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Fold Line. I am back this week to talk to you about sewing patterns. So this week I'm quite excited actually. I have done pattern picks from the TV series The Serpent. I've had quite a lot of requests for this and I can completely see why, because they're amazing outfits. So for those of you who haven't watched it, or just a quick recap, this is a BBC series. There are 8 episodes. It's a true story. It's set in Bangkok in the 1970s and it's about a couple who, they're jewel thieves, first part of it, but they also it's quite a sinister story, drug hippies who are on the hippie trail and take them into their apartment. And it's a really good story. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's very gripping, which is kind of what we need at the moment. So if you haven't watched it, go and watch it and then come back. For those of you that have, yeah, I get you. The outfits are so good. So I have picked out some outfits that I loved and I found patterns to go with them. So I'm going to get started. A couple of the images are a little bit grainy because I had to do screen grabs, had to go through all the episodes and take screen grabs to find things, so please forgive me if they're a little bit grainy. Right, the first one I'm going to talk to you about, this picture actually was taken from Instagram, so it's not actually, it's not actually from the programme, but she was wearing it in the TV series. Anyway, that's not important. So this is a really beautiful jumpsuit, mustard yellow, quite fitted, straps, square neckline, amazing, wide legged. So I hunted and I think I've got a really good match. I was really chuffed with this. So this is the New Look jumpsuit 6446. This was really similar. It had the same neckline, the straps. There's an optional tie at the waist which you don't have to have, but it also has got all of the same detailing. So it's got seams underneath the bust. You can also make this into a dress, this version, this pattern, and it's got shaping again at the back. So hers is definitely quite fitted and I thought this was a really close one. The other pattern I've got, I've just snuck it in because it's really 70s, it's got a real feel of like the sort of things they wore. Slightly different, but I just wanted to shoehorn it in because basically it's really good. The Sloane overalls and pants from Victory Patterns. This comes in sizes 6 to 20. You can see, again, it's got the square neckline, which is very similar to her jumpsuit, the same sort of straps. It's obviously more fitted, and it's got a zip running up the front, which I think was really 70s. They had lots of things like that. And it's a more fitted trouser. So I appreciate it's a bit different, but I just thought it was a really good jumpsuit and had a quite kind of 70s feel. So then this is the next outfit I looked for. This lovely ruffly top. It's got a denim skirt, high-waisted. Everything was quite high-waisted within this within the series, and obviously that's quite 70s look. So the top. So for the top, I've got the Moselle top and dress from Nina Lee. I'll show you a picture. You can see actually it's really similar. It's got that big ruffle, and you could, it looks like the bodice is a bit longer on the Moselle top. So you could definitely shorten that quite easily to make it more similar to the one in the TV programme. And for the, oh, I haven't told you sizes. This pattern comes in sizes 6 to 20. Yes. And for the skirt, I've got the Ellis skirt from Cashmerette. This comes in sizes UK 14 to 30. I thought this was almost bang on, this skirt. Nice high-waisted, you like a classic denim skirt, which actually, guys, was quite hard to find. Who knew? Sometimes it's the most simple, I find the most simple shapes are the hardest to find. But yeah, I thought this skirt was almost spot on. The longer version of this is probably closer to hers. It kind of came to the knee length and it was quite fitted. But yeah, I thought that was almost bang on. So the next dress I've got, this is one of the other characters in the show, and she had some really amazing outfits too. And I loved this dress. Again, another square neckline. That seems to be a really big feature of the show. So I did quite a bit of research and I think I've got a pretty good one. I thought the Rosie dress from Sew Over It, which comes in sizes 8 to 20, yes, 8 to 20, was really close. Again, exactly the same shape on the top, fitted. Let's have a look at, is it princess seams? Yes, it's princess seamed at the bust. Princess seamed at the bust, you know what I mean, on the front panel. It's got a pleated skirt. I will say the one that I'm showing you has slightly less fullness in the skirt, so you could actually cut it as kind of straight A-line. But I actually, to be honest, I actually prefer the Sew Over It one with a bit more going on down bottom. Down the bottom. Sorry, we're at this point in lockdown where I can't even speak anymore. Yeah, so I was really chuffed with that. I thought that was pretty close. Next up, we have got this amazing jumpsuit. This was actually probably the hardest one to hunt out. I'm not able to show you the whole thing, but the bottoms on it were really wide-legged, like kind of wide cut. Having kind of looked a bit closer, the buttons down the front of this are fake. They're, you know, like decoration, buttons for decoration. And yeah, I really like this. I loved the fabric on it, it's amazing. So I've got this pattern, which I don't think is perfect, and if anyone else has got a suggestion, I'd really love to know, because I was definitely struggling a little bit. So I've got the McCall jumpsuit 7910. I picked this one. To me it felt the closest in shape. It's got the V at the front. It is slightly wrapped, which is different. It's got the wide leg, which is she's also got, and it's got the same sort of strap shape. Not perfect. You could definitely recreate this. I think you could put fake buttons down it, and you could actually even cut the front panel so that it didn't wrap quite easily. You could just cut it straight, because the underneath bit would wrap under and still work, if that makes sense. So you could definitely tweak this to make it very similar. This comes in sizes 6 to 22. Right, next one. I feel like I'm starting to like charge through them now. I need to take a breath. Right, this one I freaking love. It's like a classic 70s party dress, which she was wearing at a party. It's great. This one was really difficult, so I've kind of got two options. So the first one is the Rose City halter dress from Sew House 7. This comes in sizes 6 to 22. Quite similar feel. It's a halter neck, it's a V-neck at the front, it's got a gathered skirt, and this dress didn't, because I haven't got a picture of the whole thing, isn't a gathered skirt. So that was the sort of bit that wasn't quite right. It also doesn't have that waistband that her version has. But it definitely has the same sort of feel, and I think you could recreate it using this. The other thing that I've got, which I know a little bit wildcard, but I actually think this is almost closer, and you could tweak it and make it into a jersey. Make it in jersey, sorry. The Bombshell swimsuit from Closet Core Patterns. I know, a swimsuit, but if you look at it, it's actually, the cut lines are very similar to her dress. It's got that low cut at the front, it's got gathering underneath the bust, and I think because this is designed to be made in a swimsuit fabric, so a stretch, you could totally make this, use this as your base using a jersey. And actually hers could be, let's have a look, no, it's not a jersey, it's got no stretch, but I think you could definitely get the feel of that. So I hope that was kind of close enough. Again, any suggestions, just let us know, because I probably have missed something really obvious. Right, this outfit, I'm going to show you two pictures of it. I think this might have been my favourite outfit of the entire series. This amazing V-neck blouse with like huge kind of big flared sleeve, high-waisted, quite loose trousers, properly, you know, it's got fly front. Beautiful. So I'm really chuffed with this because I think I did really well. So the first one is the Dove blouse from Megan Nielsen. This comes in sizes 0 to 20, UK sizes I should say. Look at that. I mean, that is almost spot on, isn't it? I would say that the Dove blouse has less fullness in the sleeve than the one in the Serpent, but you could definitely add that in quite easily if you wanted to make the flare more extreme. Less practical, but you know, it's not all about practicality. But yeah, really similar. It's got the same V-neck. It just had completely the same feel to me. So for the trousers, I thought the Jessa trousers and shorts from Tilly and the Buttons. So this comes in sizes UK 6 to 20. I thought these were almost perfect. High-waisted, fly front, slightly wider leg. And these ones actually look like they've got a slight flare to them, which again would be perfect for that sort of 70s feel, and such a nice shape. If you haven't made trousers before, Tilly's patterns are a really good place to start. So that would be a good starting point if you're new to trousers. But yeah, I was really pleased with those two. I thought those were pretty close. So the next look I've got is almost like the cover to the program. This is like in all the advertising. It was quite an iconic kind of look of the show. They're both wearing these amazing sort of suits, and I did quite a lot of hunting. So not perfect, because you can see on her she's got quite a big swooping collar, and this pattern which I picked, which is the Heather Blazer from Friday Pattern Company, this comes in sizes quickly 6 to 34. So this doesn't have the same collar shape, but it is the closest in feel. It's slightly relaxed fit, which hers is, but it's also fitted enough to feel tailored. It's the right length as well, because her jackets were cut a bit lower, so they sort of come down mid hip, or kind of almost like slightly below your hip, which is exactly the same as all of her kind of tailoring that she wore. So I thought this would be a good starting point. You could definitely tweak the collar if you wanted to make it more similar to hers, but I think this has quite a 70s feel to it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's quite a new pattern. So the only thing that is different is actually hers does have patch pockets, I think. Yes, it does. So yeah, quite similar. I was quite pleased with that. For the trousers, I picked the Narcissus pants from Deer & Doe. I hope I've said that correctly. This comes in sizes UK 6 to 16. I thought this was almost bang on, high-waisted, loose, not quite relaxed fit, fly front, definitely got that sort of 70s feel. So I thought that was a really good trouser option. Those two together, perfection. Anyway, next picture I've got is this beautiful high-necked top. I definitely need your help with this. I've got an option, but I don't think it's perfect. I looked at this and actually thought it'd be really easy to find, and it's really difficult. So you can see that it's almost like kind of high-necked, and it's got gathering into the neckband, and it's sleeveless. The closest that I found was the Adriana dress and top from the Patterns Rooms. This comes in sizes UK 8 to 24. I thought it was similar because it's got the gathering up there. It isn't high, it hasn't got that sort of high kind of turtleneck that the top has, but it does have that sort of feel. If anyone has got any suggestions, I'd be very interested to hear, because I don't think this is perfect, but I thought this could be a good starting point. Next up was this amazing kind of vintage dressing gown. I think it might have been an old kimono, really gorgeous, and she wore this a few times in the show. So I picked the Suki robe from Helen's Closet. I thought this was almost bang on. This comes in sizes UK 6 to 30, exactly the same, the wrap style with the big sleeve. It definitely felt like it was almost, yeah, I thought that was a good one. So last but not least, I have got this amazing sort of 50s shirt dress. To be honest, the thing that's really incredible about this is the fabrication. If you look at the print on it, it's beautiful. They just don't make fabric like that anymore, and it's just gorgeous. So I've got quite a good option, but I haven't got a perfect option. Again, I thought this would be easier than it was. So I've got the McCall's 7351 classic shirt dress. The thing I really wanted that hers had is this proper shirt stand and fall. The thing that I couldn't find was one that had button down the front and then a gathered waist with the collar. That was the thing that I couldn't find, but I thought this would be a good sort of starting point. I think you could make a gathered skirt panel using, like, altering the pattern a bit. And this has got buttons all the way down the front, but you could then stop them at the waist seam. It wouldn't be too kind of a scary pattern tweak. So I thought that was quite a good one. So just talking generally about the rest of the programme, it was quite casual what everyone was wearing. I've got a couple of top and bottom options that I thought I'd share because they also had the same feeling that lots of the other characters were wearing. So a lot of shirts tucked into high-waisted trousers. So I've got a couple of shirt options. I've got the Amherst shirt from Hey June Handmade. This comes in sizes 8 to 26. This to me was quite 70s. It's got a slightly bigger collar than some of the other shirts that I found. It's also quite a relaxed fit and shape, and it just has, especially actually in the picture, the main picture with the floral fabric, it definitely has a bit of a 70s feel to it. So I thought that was a good option if you're looking for that sort of feel. The other shirt I've got is the Mila shirt from Itch to Stitch. I thought this really felt quite 70s, and again, it's what she's made it in. That check fabric with the contrasting, the kind of check going another direction on the pockets. It really feels quite 70s, so I thought that would be another good shirt option. I've got two trousers as well. So the first one, these are really interesting. They're parasol trousers and shorts from Ensemble. They come in sizes 8 to 24. I will show you let me show you the picture of the line drawing so you can have a proper look. You can see they've got, they're flat fronted, they've got these pockets which are kind of caught into the seams. I think they're caught into the seams. Let's have a quick look. Yes, they are, and they're quite big and dramatic and they feel quite 70s. They're a really interesting cut, so definitely have a look at them. And the jumpsuit option's really nice as well. But these felt very 70s to me, especially this version I'm showing you now without the waistband and got in cord. I thought, yeah, was quite close. The other pair of trousers which I thought were interesting are the Sienna Palazzo trousers from Pattern Preacher. These come in sizes 6 to 20, high-waisted, wide-legged. I like the kind of slightly crop on the ankle. If you were wearing these with trainers, they'd look very, that kind of set, or Converse or something, would look quite 70s. And yeah, they're quite fitted around the waist as well. So I thought these were a really nice option if you're looking for sort of wide-legged trousers. So I hope that was useful and enjoyable. We will be back soon with another video. If you've got suggestions for other TV shows or films that you'd like me to do, please let me know down below. I've got quite a list already, but you know, I'm always open to suggestions. Cool. All right, have a nice weekend. Bye.